Amables amigos, welcome back to another episode of the Club Lucha Podcast. It's me, Foos, sitting alongside Float here.
Hello.
And we are back at it again. We're once again missing our good buddy Soups, but we do know he will be back for the next episode, hopefully. High percentage chance that the return of Soups comes very, very soon. Float, how you doing today? How's your day been? What have you been up to since our last episode? What have you been thinking about here in the big world of Lucha?
I've been thinking about Fiscal winning the Tripla Cruiserweight title from Laredo Kid.
Yeah!
It'll happen in May.
Ever since I met Fiscal at a show one time very recently, I think I might have to be rooting for him now as well. I think we talked about it in the last episode, but he's really big.
Yeah. He's freaking tall, too.
Yeah, he's a physically imposing guy. And one thing that really impressed me that he didn't have to do is this small lucha promotion in Atlanta that runs, and sometimes they bring in Tripla guys. And I think we talked about it in the last show, but he did a spot where Abismo Negro Jr. was on the outside. I think he got him out to the outside somehow, and then Fiscal climbed up. I mean, I don't think there was any padding on the. This is the crazy part. I don't think there was any padding on the venue. He went up to the top and he did like a big plancha, like big jump.
I think I saw the clip. Yeah,
huge. I mean, he's big, dude. Like, he's really big. And when he did that, I was like, yeah, he's getting over. Like,
I wouldn't be surprised if he's like one of Tripla's biggest faces coming up in these next few years.
He was pretty awesome. And then he does the same fire with the aerosol can. That's awesome.
Awesome.
And then
many good pictures of it too. Just the aerosol. It's awesome.
Yes, it's really good. Him and Abismo Negro both did it, or Abismo Negro Jr. both did it at the same time at this show. And like the fire like kind of like connected at the ends. I was like, oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. There was a picture of it. I saw that.
Very cool. Speaking of Tripla, I mean, we have some. I don't know if we have any fallout, right? I mean, we have some new cards released here, right?
Yeah, they released 2 cards for May. The card for La Parka's debut as well. Yeah, the new La Parka.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I was gonna say, correct me if I'm wrong, but La Parka is debuting pretty high up the card, no?
Yeah, I think it's like semi-main event.
Semi-main or main? Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Wait, he's debuting in the main event. No, he's
in the main. It's a trios, right? It's him and
it's So this is the March 10th Tripla recording, TV recording. It's in Saltillo, Coahuila. So the first match, it's La Momia, Andy Panda Jr. and I don't even know. I'm not gonna try to even say that name, but versus Oro. Wait, is this like? Oh wait, no, that's just okay. So it's La Momia and Andy Panda, and then they're being accompanied by someone versus Oro Negro and King Charro. Then the second match is Dark Zorro and Drago versus Estrellato and El Líder. Third match is Flamer and Maravilla versus Jesse Queen and Lucha Canela. Lucha Especial is Hijo del Dr. Wagner Jr. and Galeno, so Wagner Brothers versus Pierrot Jr. and Taurus. That match could be good. Maybe.
Good, yeah. Could be pretty good.
It could be good. Then the semi-main event, that's where El Fiscal is going to be crowned as the new champ. It's a four-way title for El Campeonato Mundial Crucero de AAA. Fiscal versus Laredo Kid versus Mecha Wolf versus Abismo Negro Jr. And then the main event is Psycho Clown, the new La Parka, and Octagon Jr. versus Alberto el Patron, Sanson, and Forastero. So that could be a match, yeah.
So Psycho Clown, and who? And
Octagon Jr. That's gonna be his second. That's gonna be his second match, I believe, because his first match is gonna be on the 3rd of May, the TV recording. And that show looks. Here's how that show looks. So it's a Torneo Alas de Oro Fase 2. We have Chris Carter and Mini Vikingo versus Arcángel Divino and Último Maldito versus Murciélago Plateado and Epidemia Jr. That could be some fun high-flying action. Might be a little bit too indie for some people. Second match actually sounds pretty alright, even though I'm not too big of a fan of some of the wrestlers in here. We have Garra de Oro and Colmillo de Plata teaming with Drago to face Jesse Queen, Dulce Canela, and Andromeda. Not the one that's in CML. That's different wrestler. Then we have third match. It's an all women's match. Flamer, La Hiedra, and Maravilla versus Lady Shani, Dalis, and Chica Tormenta. God, just another Dalis match. Horrible. Then we have Lucha por el Campeonato Latinoamericano de AAA. We have El Mesías defending against Niño Hamburguesa. Niño Hamburguesa is going to be seconded by Mr. Iguana, and Mesías is being seconded by Alberto el Patron. Then the semi-main event. This is technically the new La Parka's debut match. We have La Parka, Octagon Jr., and Laredo Kid versus Los Tokyo Bad Boys. Kento, Takuma, and Nobusan.
Nice.
And then main event, Pagano, Hijo del Vikingo, and Old Man Negro Casas versus Alberto el Patron, Sansón, and Forastero. So it seems that Nueva Generación Dinamita are Patron's new lackeys.
Yeah, in El Ojo now. So.
Yep.
Didn't they kick out DMT Azul?
They might have. I don't even know. I was gonna watch yesterday's recording, but I was busy, so I couldn't. Yeah, I couldn't see the TV recording.
That's taping. Fair. That's fair. I mean, catch up. I mean, Tripla, as much there's guys in Tripla who are like really awesome and who I legitimately like seeing, like Wagner.
I like Camilo de Plata. Yeah. Garra de Oro.
I mean, they have the talent, and they have Tokyo Bad Boys are good. Octagon Jr.
Trios champs. They should be trios champs. Tokyo Bad Boys.
Who is the Tripla trios champs?
Psycho Circus, but I can't remember which one of them is out. One of them is out with an injury.
Yeah. Oh, has he been injured since? You remember when they had to get one of them out of the cage? That was crazy.
Was it? I think it's Monster Clown that's out. It might be Monster Clown.
Yeah, so somebody got injured. Yeah. By the
one got injured
pigs,
by the pigs. Yeah, by the pigs.
Oh man,
it's a random indie show.
That's tough.
But yeah, I mean, on paper, the new La Parka's debut match looks really good. I mean, you really can't do better than the Tokyo Bad Boys, I'd say, especially with like just 6 dudes that can just have a great, probably like lucha style match. I mean,
they're solid.
It should be fun, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like we were saying, Tripla is like first off, it is kind of like impossible to watch a legit stream in the US. Like there's not like they don't have a YouTube membership, and
you just have to watch it sort of on a delay, kind of. Yeah, you have to watch it on delay because they'll have the TV tapings, and I'm not gonna say where, but there is a way to watch it illegally. I'm not encouraging it, where you can watch some of the live TV tapings, but if not, then I think you have to wait like a week or 2.
No,
and then they just upload it on YouTube. Yeah.
So it's always on a delay, even if there's not like an official way to watch it live unless you are like in Mexico.
Unless like a big or it's like a big show, like
like a Tripla
Escándalo de Verano, or a Tripla Manía.
I was gonna say I can't remember the last time. I mean, literally, it was like Tripla Manía. And remember they aired it for free that one time?
Oh yeah, because they forgot to turn off the
the preview stream.
Pre-show, the pre-show. The pre-show live stream. They forgot to turn it off, and then people were mentioning, "Hey, thank you, Conan, for the free pre-show."
That was crazy. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else Tripla that it's really jumping out to me right now, but
JBL is doing JBL.
Oh
things.
yeah, JBL.
I doubt that's going anywhere. So
Look, I'm gonna say it like this. So the big headline that came out this week was JBL talking about Alberto el Patron is the best in the world right
Oh
now.
yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Oh my God, give me a break! Come on, like there's 5 or 6 other guys in Tripla who are way better than Alberto el Patron. Like, and the thing is, like, oh, he may be heating up these crowds, with his promos and stuff, but a lot of the in-ring stuff is not like it
It's not very
doesn't
good.
land for
I
me at
was
all.
I
Like,
saw that quote. I saw like the original tweet of it, and I was gonna quote retweet and be like, "El Club Lucha." I was gonna mention you'd be like,
oh
"El Club
man,
Lucha agrees."
oh man,
Like,
I would
it
have been
was-
cooked. But I'm not a big, not at all, actually, not at all a fan of El Patron. Not really for me. No, not the appeal. I think there's way better Rudos as well. Like he's
Messias.
he's Tripla's top right now, and I don't know what. They're going for something very clearly, and the fact that he is ex WWE does help them a lot. Um,
I don't think there's anybody that's like, "Oh man, ex
yeah,
WWE superstar Alberto El Patron. I'm gonna tune in to watch."
I do think it
I
is
don't think
funny that
anybody's
like
like that.
across all the social medias that I saw that headline on, like on Twitter, I saw that headline and people were like, "What? What are you talking about?" And then I went over on Instagram and I saw that headline. I saw a post with it, and everybody in the comments was like, "What are you talking about?"
It's just-
So it's
yeah,
like you
it's
can say it.
hilarious.
He can say
It's
it.
like a
It's his
whole different
opinion.
universe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's his
no one's gonna
opinion.
agree
Yeah.
with him. It's-
Sometimes I think we have some pretty far out takes, but like that one to me, I was like, "Oh man, like go lucha libre and everything," but like of all the guys, like
the
Jay,
hottest take of
what
the
are you talking
ball.
about, JBL? Like, do you even believe that? Or are you just saying that? Like, are you just saying these things because you're
Doria
on the
must be giving
show?
him some money. Half like more than like half of Three Players budget right now must be going to Doria
Going to
just paying.
JBL
Yeah,
just to
say
clothesline and say
Latin
nice
love
things.
it.
Yeah, put
Be like,
over
hey, can you say
Alberto.
this?
But yeah, yeah, just it doesn't his character doesn't land that well for me at all, and I'm just not a big fan of him really. I'm sure once he loses the title, the pop that whoever's going to win it off of him, the pop they're going to get is going to be pretty big, most likely, unless they immediately go for another angle to get more heat. But
The Latin lover pop.
the Latin lover pop. Oh man,
The
I really,
entire crowd saying "culo." Let's go.
I don't even like. I don't even know if Latin lover is going to be the one to beat him. Like he's going to have a hand in it, but I don't even know.
Look, I would pop if Latin lover was the one to beat him. I would be in the crowd, front row, chanting. I would be seeing "culo" in the front row, very front row, right next to Maricela.
Like I'm rooting for whoever ends up beating him. It probably won't be Nino Burguesa.
I think we all. I don't think any of us believe that.
In my heart of hearts, the person I think that should beat him and should just have a great reign, just have you can put him in a lot of banger matches. You can put him in. You build storylines around him. And we've already said it. I've already said it. And I'm going to say it again. El hijo de Doctor Wagner Jr.
I was gonna say Psycho Clown. I
Or
think
Psycho. Yeah,
he's.
or Psycho.
I was thinking Psycho Clown. Like that dude is over. Just how he's. I don't know. He's been overdue a run with that title.
I wonder why they won't give it to him. Do they feel like he's always just one foot out the door or what?
Probably. I mean, if they gave him the title, he'd probably be, be trying to be featured a little bit more, or give him the money. Why are you wasting your money on Alberto? Give Psycho Clown more money,
Yeah.
man.
I was going to say, and the thing is, yeah. I don't know what they're angling for. So we'll see where it goes.
Psycho's what, in his mid-30s, mid-late 30s? Give him the money that he wants. Just let him have that title for, like, I don't know, give him a year reign.
It's got to be late 30s, right?
I think so, yeah.
Psycho
38,
Clown.
maybe. I think it's between, like, 36 to 38.
About to
Somewhere
look it
around that
up.
range.
Psycho Clown is... Oh, it doesn't have his real birth. Oh, no. 1985. 40.
No way.
He's 39. He turns 40 this year.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
Yeah, so...
Just give him the run, man. He deserves it. Or just give it, I don't know, pay Dr. Wagner Jr. enough money to come back and have another reign. I don't know.
This beast review from Cage Match, it gave him a perfect 10 for Psycho. It says, can there be such a thing as a top star that's underrated? If there is, it's Psycho Clown. A 20-year veteran who has spent 14 of those years in Tripla. Psycho was a popular trios worker in Los Psycho Circus, along with Monster and Murder Clown, before Tripla started to market him as their top guy around 2016. Frankly, it's worked. Even as Tripla floundered during the middle part of the decade and numerous stars left, the one constant remained, Psycho Clown. He became a lone bright spot on some truly terrible shows, getting more out of Pagano than anyone could have possibly dreamed, and winning one of the most famous mass versus mass matches in recent memory against Dr. Wagner Jr., in a match that is really underrated in hindsight. And ever since AAA regained its mojo in 2018, he has remained a great draw, and most importantly, has upped his game in the ring, going from a good worker to a legit great worker when he could have easily just coasted on his charisma. For my money, only Kazuchika Okada has been a better ace for his own promotion than Psycho Clown has over the past decade. And the only reason he hasn't been recognized as such is that he works in Mexico instead of Japan or the US. Those are some really,
Those are big words.
Those are some really big words, yeah.
I thought he was about to say the last 20 years. I'll be like, oh.
10 years from 2010 to 2020, I guess, since they made this review in 2020.
Even then, if he was mentioning like Okada in the ace position, I'm like, Okada? The ace position? I mean, like, Tanahashi was better in the ace position, and even though I'm not a big fan of the guy right now, Mystico was like way better whenever he was placed as the ace of CML. Like, he was better. I'm not even gonna argue that with anyone because I know I'm right.
Look, I will say this. Good for this guy. He really believes this reviewer really believes. And I'm looking through his reviews and a ton.
He believes in Psycho Clown.
He believes in AAA, bro. Like, he really believes. I mean, this person's last reviews were in 2022. But I mean, Pentagon Jr. versus Villano Cuarto, 10. Hijo del Vikingo versus Rey Fenix, 10. Cibernetico versus Pagano, 4.
Oh, you know what? He must have been a really big fan of Chessman versus Pagano.
Oh man, maybe Camille versus Taya, 7. I mean, a lot of these reviews are pretty honest. He just really likes some of these guys a lot. Oh man, your go. He gave your go to 0 here. Blue Demon Jr. Blue Demon Jr. versus El Rayo de Jalisco Jr. 0.
Was that a AAA? I don't even know.
That was in AAA, I think. I don't know. I don't remember.
I probably watched it, but I'm not gonna lie. I don't remember that match too much.
Interesting. I mean, a true AAA shooter. Very rare. Honestly, sometimes I'll say this. The AAA shooters, I admire them in a way because they don't lose hope. You know,
they don't.
Some of these guys never lose hope. And
I'm the podcast is AAA shooter because I'm the one that's mainly keeping up with them this year.
You're the main watcher. So, look, I always wish a Lucha Libre company well, right? I'll always do that. So, you know, AAA, you can get it together. We do believe in you. We do. Yeah. It will happen one day. When it does, we will sing your praises the loudest, okay? We're not rooting against you. We're not rooting against these guys.
Yeah, it's just...
Speaking of guys...
You know, somehow they're...
Oh, I was going to say, go ahead.
Yeah, they're just, they're doing badly, Everybody can recover, IWRG is slowly recovering, maybe at a turtle speed, but, it's something.
Look, everybody recovers, right?
Well.
Everybody recovers, right? I mean, like, every company has bad periods and then good periods, like ebbs and flows and stuff. Sometimes it lasts a little longer for certain guys, but
exactly. I mean, CML had a dry period too.
Yeah, they did. They lost, and a lot of people. I mean, you remember they had like an exodus of people leaving.
Yeah. Oh, like 2
Yeah,
times.
yeah.
Probably more than yeah.
I mean, God, like, and you know what's crazy? They come back like every time they come back. So
Exactly. The only company that I will ever be rooting against is TNA.
oh man. Oh, TNA. You know, I was reading, I think it was Cubs fans write up this past week. Delirious got announced as the new booker for TNA, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you saw that news. I don't know if anyone listening read about
Oh, was
that.
that the guy? Is that the guy that was booking? Or wasn't that the guy that was booking ROH during the pandemic?
Yeah, and that's what Cubs fan was talking about. That's what the Lucha blog was talking about. Was how when he was booking ROH, like it was like during a period of time after like Bullet Club left, I guess. Like after
Wasn't like Rouge ROH
yeah.
World Champion?
Yeah.
Wasn't that? Yeah.
He was talking about how much Lucha Libre talent that was getting booked on the show when Delirious was in charge. And that to me, I was like, interesting, very interesting.
I'm not. Maybe I don't trust him until I see Laredo Kid get more than 5 singles match wins this year at TNA. I don't trust him.
Look,
No trust.
He's gonna get 10 singles match wins this year, but they're all gonna be against Octagon Jr.
Either that, or he's just gonna be teaming alongside Chavo Guerrero.
I did. You saw that? You saw that clip of Chavo in TNA?
Yeah.
He can still move. He can still move pretty well. I mean, how old is he? 50 something?
I have no clue. I don't keep up with Chavo. The only time I watched Chavo as of late was his match he had against Alberto Patron, and that's only because I was proving to people how shit Hijo de Fishman was.
Oh man, Chavo Guerrero, bro, really low rating on Cage Match. They got him at a 6.25.
I'm honestly not surprised by that.
Yeah.
He's always known for being like he was mainly known for being more of a tag worker and just like more like a cruiserweight guy during WWE's days or 2010s ECW.
He was always
the new
like
generation
solid.
ECW.
Yeah, he was always solid, but yeah, I don't think he was never the breakout
guy.
He
was never even close to Eddie.
12 people have him rated as a 2, though. That's a little, I don't know.
Damn, some real Chavo haters. How many people have him out of 10?
How many people gave him a 10? I'll tell you right now. 17 people gave him a 10.
Okay, there's at least 17 Chavo shooters out there.
Yeah. You know? the most he has a ton of ratings. One person gave him a 0. That doesn't make sense.
They must have been watching him during the original TNA run when fucking like he dyed his hair blonde or he bleached his hair.
He is sitting at his most the most people who have rated him is just a straight 6. 232 people have him as a 6. And honestly, through the years, you know how sometimes you can look and it shows you like average rating in 2007, 2008, 2009.
Yeah.
His average rating throughout the years has remained so steady at upper 5s, lower 6.
Chavo, the most consistent wrestler out there.
Yeah, so a lot of people don't think he's bad, but he's good. Like he's good. So
I think he's average. I think he's an average to slightly above average worker.
Yeah, but this match against AJ Francis, Frankie Kazarian, and Casey Navarro garnered a 6.74. What? 2 people gave it a 9.
Casey Navarro, AJ Francis, and Frankie Kazarian. What a group of guys.
I don't know what's the storyline on this. Yeah, I have no. I don't follow. Unfortunately, dude, I don't follow.
I don't want to follow.
There might. I mean, I don't know what the storyline of this is, but or maybe they just booked a match. But this is the one that had Laredo Kid and Octagon Jr. It looks like they dropped the Kid part on Laredo Kid's name too. It just says Laredo.
That's an essential part.
He's just Laredo now, bro.
That's so dumb. Look, I don't trust in TNA until they make Niño Hamburguesa their world champion.
Look, I need to see. I don't even know what the TNA belts are. Let me take a quick. I saw one of them is getting turned into.
They have a new international belt.
Yeah. Give that to Laredo Kid.
Give that, yeah. Give that to Laredo. Give that to Laredo Kid, or give it to Niño Hamburguesa. I want to see Niño Hamburguesa holding both the international TNA championship and the Tripla Latinoamericano championship.
You know they only have 6 belts.
TNA?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't they have the world? Obviously, world,
Your
the new
GOAT, Joe
international
Hendry,
one. Ew.
vacant. They
Wait,
have
Joe Hendry is still world champ. You see, that's how little I know about TNA.
yeah.
I thought Joe Hendry dropped by now.
He's still
Um,
champ, dude. He's gonna lose it to. I don't know what the storylines are. I can't even make a joke. I don't know.
Joe
um,
Hendry. So they have the world title. Is the X Division title still a thing?
yeah, Moose has that.
Okay, X Division, the new international one. I know they have the knockouts,
Mm-hmm.
tag knockouts,
Yep.
and that's it. No.
And then just the tag. Yeah, and then just
Oh
the
yeah,
regular
tag
tag,
titles.
which is the Hardys, Matt and Jeff Hardy. Deadass, honestly, Laredo and Octagon Jr. probably could be good tag champs for TNA.
They would be good tag champs, but hey, TNA isn't used to good wrestling, so
Oh man. Trying to see if there's any if Lucha team has ever held LAX. Oh, I mean obviously the Lucha Brothers too, but
oh yeah, I forgot they held
anybody
this
else?
title.
God, the Hardys have held these TNA belts 3 times now.
Still not better than Los Guerreros del Infierno.
Chavo held the belts with Hernandez twice.
Enough TNA talk.
Yeah, we can. Other news, what else has happened in this past week? Oh,
Guys.
I was gonna say. Speaking of guys you don't want to root against, El Hijo del Santo. Is this the final, or is there another
I don't
one
think
in
so.
Ciudad de Mexico?
I don't. I'm not sure because I know that he was doing more dates in the UK. No.
Yeah, and I don't know if this one has been billed as the final in Ciudad de Mexico or if he's gonna do another one in Ciudad de Mexico. But I believe it is
Honestly,
tonight,
let's be
right?
honest. He's not retiring. He's he's not retiring, so I'm sure we'll see him come back. He's doing exactly what Vampiro's doing. So
Smart guy.
yeah,
But Hijo del Santo, he is doing a
big
show.
apuestas.
Yes, Todo por el Todo. That's his company or his promotion, and their big mask match, I believe, is tonight, right?
Yep.
It
Should be.
It was originally being sold as Hijo del Santo against Fuerza Guerrera, but of course that was never going to be the final match because neither of those masks are falling.
Yeah, like ever.
So they have added over a period of time. More people have inserted themselves into the match, and I think as of now the list is Hijo del Santo, Fuerza Guerrera, Elea Park, Último Dragón, and Misterioso Jr. Am I missing anybody, or is this those 5, right?
That should be those 5 only.
Yeah, so of course, just looking at the match, we can already tell who's going to lose the mask, and
Obviously, it's gonna be LA Park.
yeah, he's losing it here. Sorry, Roosh.
Yeah, sorry, Rouge. It's too late for you, brother. Misterioso Jr. is taking LA Park's mask.
El Rey del Yogurt, bro. King of the Yogurt.
King of the yogurt.
They have explained that nickname before, but I forgot why it is like that. If
Imagine
you remember,
if he just had like a. I don't remember. Imagine if he just had like a yogurt sponsorship in like the mid 2000s.
that would be so beast. He's the king of
He
the
had a
yogurt.
last sponsorship.
But yeah, this is show is going tonight. I think there's another apuestas, right? There's a ladies apuestas.
Yeah, it's like a 6-way. I don't even know who's in it, but yeah, there's like a 6-way match. I think the what's her name? Julissa? Is that the girl that was in
Yeah,
WWE for a little bit? Yeah, I know that she's in the match. That's about it. That's all I know.
she unrelated. She should have gone to CMLL. She should have gone and seen what's up. Because Catalina did, and Catalina is in a much better position than she was when she left WWE. And I wonder if Elisa would be in a much better position as well if she had gone to CMLL.
I guess the Crash has too much money.
Yeah, I guess they're paying her the big bucks at the Crash.
The Crash and the cows.
The occasional Tripla spot as well. It would honestly though, it would have just been interesting to see her in there as well. I think she probably would have supplemented the talent really well.
Yeah.
I don't really have anything else to say about that Santo show. I mean, I think it's not. I think it's not live tonight.
It might be live. Maybe
through
Mas Lucha's gonna.
Yeah.
Maybe Mas Lucha's gonna be like, "Hey, give us $5."
Yeah, give us $5 and you can watch this.
Yeah.
Who knows? Another big show happening tonight, actually.
Oh yeah, you're right. Guerra del Golfo 2025.
Yeah, that's live right now, actually.
Yeah, there's one decent looking match. I know, crazy because it's IWRG.
IWRG, Guerra del Golfo. What are you most excited for? Well, there it is.
Yeah.
I have to watch that, actually. That'll probably be really good.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch. That's like the only match I'm tuning in for. After that, no more. Unless they do the final cage match, because they usually do loser of cage match A versus loser of cage match B and cage C. So if they do Cerebro Negro versus Caballero de Plata, I'll tune in for that. But if they don't, then I'm not tuning in.
Otherwise, you're watching AEW Dynasty, right?
I forgot AEW Dynasty was even on.
Oh yeah, it is. It is too. I will say, there is one big lucha news that could come out of that, which is Bandido.
Oh, yeah.
Bandido could be the next ROH World Champion.
But you want what's his name? You want Chris Jericho to retain?
No, because if Bandido loses, he loses his mask, and I think
he's a good-looking guy though.
Yeah, honestly, the problem is though his mask is just too cool and it's just too unique to drop to damn Chris Jericho. To drop to a damn, how old is Chris Jericho? Like 55?
I don't know. He wrestles like an 80-year-old.
Look, if this was like 10 years ago, maybe, or like 15 years ago, I could definitely believe Jericho would politic his way through this and like come out with Bandito's mask. But it's 2025. There's no doubt. I don't have any fear that Bandito's losing this. And if he does, I don't know. I'm done. There's no more hope for AEW. But
I
again,
agree.
There's like a 0.0000001% chance Bandito loses. Bet the entire house on Bandito.
What do you mean you don't have a house? I already bet your house whenever Magia Blanca didn't win on Friday.
Listen, that was a good match. I'm excited to talk about that show. I'm really excited to talk about that show, actually. I mean, we can jump right into that. I don't have anything else from AEW. There's one thing. I've seen a lot of talk recently. Dralistico has been putting a string together of pretty solid matches on AEW TV. So, in the spirit of fairness and the spirit of acknowledgement, good job.
I'm not giving him credit.
Great job, Dralistico. A lot of people have really been enjoying him.
That's cool for them, but me personally, I'm more of a Sona 23 guy. I'm not watching no Dralistico. I'm watching Macuarro getting hit by a bunch of random shit in the junkyard.
You're watching somebody pick up a car door and smash
that
somebody's
shit
down.
Is awesome. It's awesome.
That's beast.
If you're not tuning in to watch Zona 23 for Macuarro, what's wrong with you?
I was going to say another quick tidbit of news from the American wrestling side. Rey Fenix joined the WWE.
Oh, yeah.
He had his debut match yesterday, I believe. No, Friday night.
Yeah, he's the next Pentagon Jr.
He's the next I saw somebody post and they were like, Rey Fenix might be a better wrestler than Pentagon Jr.
No,
Really? I was like, what? This is the first time you saw him or what? Like, no,
it's a little more fact.
I was going to say, no offense to Pentagon Jr. Like, Pentagon is a good wrestler, But I mean, Fenix has always been like way more athletic, way more high flying, and just had, I think, more in his bag to pull out.
Yep.
And for some people, I will say, depending on your taste, some people find that as a negative because some people are like, too many moves is bad, and also too few moves is bad. But I think the moves that Fenix uses are really good in that a lot of them are very spectacular. Like a lot of them make you say, "Whoa." Like last year, I remember when he came back on AEW Collision, he had a match with the Beast Mortos, and he did this awesome move where he jumped up on Mortos' shoulders and kicked him and jumped off. And I was like, that was so awesome. Like, obviously it was great basing by Mortos, but I think that is, I will say, not to do too much WWE talk on this Lucha podcast. I know a lot of people don't tune in for the WWE talk, and they really would want us to focus
for the IWRG talk.
Yeah, they focus. They focus more on, because we should, our focus would be more on that. But I will say this: one thing that does concern me about this Fenix run is, and this was pointed out. Somebody pointed this out online, so this is not like an original thought, but it is something that I have kind of like looked at. WWE doesn't have the same, like their bases are not like that good, if that makes sense. Like they have a lot of good big men, and they have like a lot of good like bigger mid-sized wrestlers, but a lot of them are not great bases, if that makes sense. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Am I just?
I understand.
Because like, I mean, sometimes I feel like these guys cannot catch a cold. Like,
yeah, there's some. I mean, even I think both on the male and women's side, Rhea Ripley, they just not very good bases. They don't have.
Like a lot of the times, yeah, they don't get caught, and it's like, oh man, like what's going on? And Fenix is somebody who like does really really well with a good base. Like a lot of high flyers do that, but I don't know. It's something to keep an eye on and something to just be cognizant of. If he could probably still put on a ton of great matches with a ton of the talent in WWE. Unfortunately, I thought they were saying it was going to be Andrade. Who was going to be his first opponent, but then it was not Andrade.
He was in catering.
He might be in hell, dude. He might be in WWE hell. There's a lot of talk about his divorce right now, and
oh yeah, that's true.
I can't help but feel like it's not the kind of talk that he wants to hear. But there's a lot of focus on that right now, and I saw this clip of Charlotte Flair and I think her name is Tiffany Stratton, maybe. They were doing promo battle, and they were like shooting on each other, and they had to edit out some parts from the clip that WWE posted. And I was like, they were talking about Charlotte being divorced 3 times, and I was like, oh man, Andrade's probably in the back right now, like I'm cooked, like. But all good luck again.
The basketball meme with Patrick.
Yeah,
I saw someone drew like another week of catering for Andrade or something like that.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh, all support again. We'll say it again because I feel like sometimes our negative tweets about or our negative views, I guess, on WWE or AEW get posted or get replied to more than our positive ones, especially for me.
I just don't even post my thoughts on. I don't even post my thoughts on AEW or WWE. I just say WWE, god awful. I don't even give them the slightest attention. AEW, I'm a little more lenient on them, but I'm still not the biggest fan. So
yeah, look, if I criticize one, the fans of the other one start getting me, and I'm just like, I just gotta stop talking about these things. But I like to, it's not gonna silence me. I'm still gonna talk about them. I'm gonna get my little thoughts off and get my little jokes off. It doesn't matter. But at the end of the day, full support to all of the luchadores and luchadoras who are bringing the beautiful art of Mexican lucha libre to, you know, the WWE and AEW. We're rooting for them at the end of the day. I hope Fenix becomes world champ. I hope Penta becomes world champ. I hope they win the tag champs 2 or 3 times over. And, you know, full hope for success for all of them.
Yeah, I hope success for all the luchadors in the U.S., especially
Yes.
Laredo.
Especially Laredo Kid, bro. Especially Laredo Kid. 110%.
Oh, yeah, just poor guy.
Yeah. Anyways, we can move past all that and talk about the meat and potatoes of the episode. So let's see. We didn't do an episode last Friday, right?
I don't think so, but we did drop an episode like midweek. No,
Yeah, we did.
it was we dropped an episode midweek. Slightly before we talk about CML, news. I guess in the for luchadors and doing Mexican luchadors doing stuff in Japan. Sangre Azteca Jr. has been doing some dates in Japan. I believe I'm not sure if he's there for how long he's out there, but I think he's on excursion. He's mainly wrestling in Michinoku Pro, and I think he's doing the occasional Marvelous date. But I haven't seen any of his matches. But hey, best of luck to him. And then for news regarding Noah, Los Golpeadores are returning, I believe, in May. I believe that's what they said. They made a promo video being like, "We're back in Noah May-ish or June." But yeah, they're back finally. Took them long enough. And on the 11th of April, so in a few days, Galeno is facing Tetsuya Endo for the GHC National Championship. You know, the very beautiful red belt that El Hijo del Dr. Wagner Jr. held for about 200 something days.
Longest reigning.
Yeah, longest reigning. So let's hope Galeno wins the belt that his brother made so prestigious.
That would be awesome.
It would be.
Big time rooting for Galeno del Mal.
Same here.
I did see where he advanced in that tournament for that GHC national belt. That's awesome.
He would just look great with that belt.
Yeah.
The Wagner just look great with red belts.
I need to watch. I need to go back. Did they broadcast that? Yeah. I'm gonna go watch that. And then My Wrestle Universe is so good when I remember I have it.
Yeah. So what other? There's a few other luchador news. Oh yeah, Tabata. I didn't watch the match yet, but Tabata wasn't able to successfully capture the Future of Stardom Championship from Hina. I think the match went like in 9 minutes. I saw some mostly positive reviews. So
That's
good for her. Even though there's a few people, I'm not gonna mention them, but there's a few people. We've talked about them in the past, but there's a certain person that's like dunks on her like every 5 tweets.
Oh man.
So yeah, that's for Tabata. Then they're doing the whole Lucha Fiesta show. I believe on the same day that Stardom is holding their All-Star Grand Queendom show, which, dude, that card is like just the most random shit ever. That the Lucha Fiesta show, because they brought over what's his name? They're bringing over Hijo de Octagon and Octagon for a tag match.
And they're doing kind of like a Legends too.
Right? Yeah, they're doing that Legends match looks really good. It's Black Terry, Satánico, Negro Navarro, and who else? Who else is in that match? Hold on, I have it somewhere here because I remember seeing that match. I'm like, dude, that match is gonna be insane. Oh, El Pantera. It's Negro Navarro and El Pantera versus Satánico and Black Terry. That's gonna be real good for all the old. For all the fans of old man lucha, Javeo style matches. I'm a big fan, so unfortunately that show has a Lluvia match. Let's hope Chanyota takes the title from her and then they have like a Grand Prix sort of match at the main event.
I saw a lot of Amazonas on that, right?
Yeah. I think four of them. No, yeah, four of them are from CML, and then three of them are from partner promotions. Because the CML Amazonas on that in that match are Tabata, of course, Kira, Olympia, and Era, and then the rest of the international team on their side is Willow Nightingale. So, woo. Uh, Viva Van and Samantha Black.
Samantha Black. Wow.
Yeah,
Good for her.
yeah, good. I mean, hey, she's getting more reps, and so honestly, good for her. Especially
Yeah.
considering that Costa Rica promotion runs like one event a month.
Yeah. That's what she needs. I
uh,
mean, more reps. Literally, that's how you
yeah.
get better.
We also added some other random match. It was two other wrestlers from CWE, Esqualo, and I forgot the other guy's name, but they're having a singles match. And they're also, you know how Sumika Yanagawa won a title last year at one of the Lucha Fiesta shows that basically like
Yeah.
guaranteed her a spot at the Grand Prix. They're doing that again in the opening match, I believe. So we'll see who wins that.
Nice.
Um,
You know who I
and
always
that's
see wanting to come back to Mexico?
who.
May Saruga.
Yeah,
I think she loved them going to Mexico because she's always posting about how much she liked it and how much she wants to go back. And you know what? She should.
they should bring her back. I agree.
For
And you know
sure.
what? They should send. Yeah, they should. Mei Suruga should come back to Mexico, and then Black Terry should go to Japan more. Have a Black Terry team with what's his name, Violento Jack. Have him team with Violento Jack in Freedoms. That'd be crazy,
Two beast. Couldn't handle it.
dude. Dude, just imagine old man Black Terry just shredding through the Japanese indie scene right now.
Mm.
I'd love to see it, but that show is on the 27th, I believe. Oh yeah, that's also where the new Hayabusa is gonna debut.
Oh yeah. Hmm. Do you think it'll be good?
I have no clue, man. It's honestly up in the air because I believe they said that the new Hayabusa was a fan of the original Hayabusa.
Hmm.
So everything is up in the air with this new version. Who knows? Maybe the new Hayabusa will be better than the new La Parka, or maybe the other way around.
Oh, we'll see. We'll see soon. Lots of new things happening. We'll see how they all take. You want to jump over to CMLL?
Yeah. Did I talk about the Lucha Meme show?
You can. I don't think you have.
All right. Well, I'll just brief. You know what? No, let's talk about CML first. Then we can
All
talk
right.
about briefly Lucha Memes afterwards.
We'll just fly through this because I think we're nearing our first hour here in about 12 minutes. So,
Sure.
the only thing really that I want to talk about from last Friday was that main event that was really really cool. Sky Team,
Oh
Máscara
yeah,
Dorada,
Sky
Neon.
Team versus yeah,
I guess I got Leon Fantasma.
dude, that was crazy. Yeah,
That was
really good match.
awesome. Yeah, especially the end. Golly, cooked there at the end.
Yeah,
Really. I
really
mean,
good.
Leon Fantasma, bro. Like, these might be the guys. These might be the guys. And with every match, dude, it's for me. I'm just like, obviously, like we've been singing praises of them for a while. But they've been getting main events and they've been getting really high positions. Santo Jr. with the mask. Difunto has been getting a lot of looks, and he even has. I mean, he has a singles match next week, right?
Mm. Who?
Barbosa, Difunto.
Difunto?
Yeah,
Oh
against
yeah,
Mephisto.
supposedly. We'll see what the cards say. Though.
And one thing that's crazy is Barbosa doesn't even have a cage match profile yet.
He doesn't.
He's so good. He really is. I mean, he's really good. That's the big thing that's stood out to me from last Friday. You watched this past Tuesday? I don't think I caught this past Tuesday.
I watched part of. I did watch it. The Viajeros del Espacio match with Valiente Jr. versus La Fuerza Poblana match was really good.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
They were doing some awesome work.
Did you watch Los Bárbaros against Los Bestias del
Yeah, that
Diablo?
match. Yeah, that match went like 20 minutes, which was crazy.
It
I
was
honestly
good.
enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I think I enjoyed it more than most people did. But I really enjoyed the dynamic between. I think I already stated that, but I really enjoyed the dynamic between Jose Menos Diablo and Akuma.
Yeah. I'm going to have to go back and watch that one. That was because on paper, those matches 4 and 5 stand out a lot to me.
Yeah.
Honestly, even Ryder against Fuego looks pretty good. So
Yeah, that match was solid. It wasn't bad.
I'm going to have to go and watch these. The real thing I want to spend the most time talking about, and it doesn't have to be an insane amount of time because we've been going for a little bit already, but 2 days ago, the qualifiers, the first round of qualifiers for the Campeonato Universal, right?
We don't even know how it's working this year. That's the thing. We don't even know the format.
No clue. They announced these first two matches earlier last week.
Yeah, and we were like, okay, maybe the final's gonna be a torneo cibernetico, right? That's what we thought.
It does not
But
seem to be the case.
Nope, that does not seem to be the case because they announced in the middle of the show, or in the middle of the matches, they were like, even though they won these qualifiers, they're still not like confirmed. They're not in the final.
Yeah. So they have more.
I think on the 25th show. So who knows?
The first, I was gonna say, well, I will mention one of the undercard matches, the Cobarde Hijo del Villano Tercero and Yutani match.
Yeah.
Love that one.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was really good. That was really, really good.
Dude, the way that Hijo del Villano bumps on the fucking apron is so hilarious.
He's such a beast, dude.
Dude,
Like,
he bumps, boom, he looks like he's dead, just falling off the apron.
he gets it so well. Like, I think he really understands, like, how to be larger than life sometimes because,
He does.
God almighty, some of those Yutani dive.
Dude, the tope I thought he was trying to like be even better than Moralor because he was just I thought he was going into the first row.
He could have, honestly, if he wanted to, he probably could have made at least the first row on that. Like, that was crazy. He got crazy high on that.
Yeah.
So, again, we talk about it all the time. Depth chart. CML depth chart is crazy because I really like Cobarde. Like, his look is so good. That classic mask, the black and white, and then just the way that he wrestles is, to me, it all like fits really well together. He's young. Hijo del Villano Tercero is young. Yutani is young. In the grand scheme of things, they're all still pretty young, right?
Yeah.
And they're so talented and like up and down the card. Not everybody's on the same level, but there's a lot of guys on that high level.
Yeah, there's obviously guys that aren't on that level that probably shouldn't be in the mid card. Santo Jr. But there's good talent flowing around all the way throughout the card.
For sure. The first qualifier that we were talking about as well, it was for all of the champions holding a middleweight title. The Mexican national middleweight title, the CMLL world middleweight title, and the historic middleweight title. Guerrero Maya Jr., Templario, and Flip Gordon.
Man, let me tell you, Guerrero Maya Jr. was screwed.
Oh. Why do you say?
Everybody knows. Dude, he was 100% going to beat Templario, and man, it's just some bullshit.
It just wasn't in the cards. It just was not in the cards. This match only went 13 minutes. I thought it went a little longer, honestly.
Same here.
It was a good match, though. Look, Flip, he beat Templario clean in the middle of the ring. That was awesome. And I like Templario, and I like Guerrero Maya Jr. For both of these matches, I think anybody could have won, and I would have been happy about it because, I would not have been upset with Guerrero Maya Jr. advancing. I would not have been upset with Templario advancing. Flip Gordon advancing, I was like, hell yes. Flip, very deserved. And we've said it over and over again. At this point, if you're still like underrating Flip Gordon or you're dismissing Flip Gordon, like, I don't know what sort of flat Earth tweets he was firing out a few years ago, right? I was, not as locked in on these sorts of affairs. So to me, the flat Earth stuff doesn't really impact that much because he doesn't get to talk about it at CMLL. He
doesn't have internet.
Yeah, he's just going out there and like putting on good matches, doing incredible stuff, really good dives, and that's all it takes. Getting over, doing a great job, and looking really, really, getting the crowd behind him. So big thumbs up on that match. What did you think about the second qualifier?
I'm not gonna lie, at a few moments were a little too spotty for me, but I think for the most part it was better than the first match.
I get what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, especially because
in the beginning, I'd say.
Yeah, like it was almost like they were being almost a little too cautious on stuff.
Yeah.
They weren't sending it like hesitation, right?
Yeah, and it felt like at some especially early on, like I was mentioning, it felt like sometimes oh, we're gonna do like the whole we both flip at the same time sort of deal.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. They kind of worked their way out of it there towards the end, though, right?
Yeah,
I agree with that. And again, Titan, bro, Titan, so good. That last sequence where, what was it? I think Máscara Dorada. Well, obviously, the elimination of Magia Blanca was so good because he went for that kind of looked like a spiral tap, right?
Yeah.
He went for that.
Tap,
yeah, that tornillo. Missed.
Yeah, robbed too.
Dude, he just ate dirt on that. Máscara Dorada moves. Hits a tope on Titan, right? Titan's down on the outside. Máscara Dorada gets right up, runs up to the post, shooting star press.
It was either a tope. I can't remember if it was a tope or a Fosbury fly. It was one of the two.
Yeah, it was one of them. But he took out Titan, and it was like one fluid sequence of events, right? Like it was just like where earlier, like we were saying, hesitation. Oh, this one was like boom, boom, boom. Magia Blanca's out, and then it's just Titan and Máscara Dorada, and I mean, they've wrestled before 1-on-1. It was an incredible match. Yeah, incredible matches they put on. I think their Noche de Campeones one is my favorite from 2023. 100%. And Titan pulled it out here, and that finishing sequence where he gets popped up, he blocks Máscara Dorada's kick, dragon screw, transitions into that submission where it's kind of like he traps the legs and traps the head and then kind of like cranks like a Kimura lock.
That was sick, yeah.
That was nasty. And I was like, my man, Titan, let's go. I was buzzing. I was so happy about that. I thought it was so good.
I was a little salty that Magia Blanca didn't win. He could have used the big win, man. He could have used it as a new technical.
He really could have. Yeah, I mean, yeah. You're right on that. You're right on that regard. He definitely could have used it. But there's still plenty of qualifiers left to go, right? If anyone's
who knows how many.
If anyone's unfamiliar with this tournament's format, it's different this year. Like usually it's split up between
it was usually
recently,
national champions. Yeah, recently it was because before the way that they did it recently, it was just like a normal knockout style. No, it was like Torneo Cibernético and then transitions to a normal knockout with like a few matches that go like 3 to 5 minutes, probably even less. But then they changed the style to the one that was like we were more used to as of recently, which was Torneo Cibernético for the national champions and for the world champions, and then the world historic champions have a triple threat.
Mm-hmm. And this time it's just instead of like national, world, historic, it was more of weight classes. Yeah. But there is a question mark because there's national trios champs and national tag champs and world. world trios champs and world tag champs, right? Was there national tag champs?
Yeah, there's national. Yeah, Magnus Unreal.
Yeah. Duh. There's no historic ones, is what we're trying to say, basically.
Yeah, there's no historic ones. Not only that, but then, for example, there's a national heavyweight championship, and there's a world heavyweight championship, but there's no world historic championship. World historic heavyweight championship.
No, there's not. But there is a world historic light heavyweight championship. Yeah. But there's a world light heavyweight championship and a national light heavyweight championship. So
because it's how are they going to do it? Unless they fill the next Friday card with just like a bunch of qualifiers, I'm not sure how they're going to be able to fill up these next 2 weeks.
I have no idea. Don't know. No, I have no idea. Especially with the trios and the champs. There's a lot of people in those. So we don't really know where it's going.
Yeah, I had no clue. I have no clue at all. I was like, so are they going to do like a tag match? Like national tag champs versus world tag champs, whichever champs win, they move on to the final, or is it gonna be? Or are they gonna do like trios champs with trios champs and tag champs are all teaming, and then they have like a cibernetico to determine one person, or what's the deal with that corner? How are they gonna do it with the lightweight champs? Because I don't think anybody wants to see Rayo Metálico versus Stigma.
Yeah, I mean sometimes some champs get left out.
Yeah,
but just don't get
both of those guys are national and world.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's not like they're left out. And then the only one that I'm sort of excited for is Akuma versus Gran Guerrero. That's the only one that I'm excited for. And it was confirmed. It was confirmed that is happening. So hey, two big boys going at it.
Very interesting. Very interesting. It'd be awesome if Akuma wins.
Yeah, it'd be awesome. So I would say just watch like after these two amazing qualifiers, just watch like CML hype up this new format just for Gran Guerrero to win.
That'd be crazy.
And I'm like, honestly, I wouldn't mind it. I'm like, just lock me in. Lock me in with Gran Guerrero holding the red title.
Why not? Why not? If the matches are good, anybody can be champ if they put on a good performance. We just need to see it.
Even with these qualifiers, whoever wins these qualifiers in the next 2 Fridays, we're not even sure. They're not confirmed to be in the final of the actual tournament.
They might get knocked out the next round.
Yeah, exactly.
Which kind of makes me wonder, like, how many people are going to... Maybe they do a Cibernetico in the last 2?
What I'm fearing that they might do is that they'll do what they did with the La Gran Alternativa last year. Where they did... You remember how they had, like, a few knockouts?
Mm-hmm.
What I'm fearing right now is that they do the next qualifiers, then they do like a seeding battle royal, and then at the Arena Mexico Aniversario they have a knockout style thing, and I hope they don't do that. I really hope they don't.
I'd rather a Cibernetico, always a Cibernetico over like a 1v1 knockouts, like
because those knockouts. The matches
so
like quick. Don't have anything in them. Yeah, it's like 3 to 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's like hit a few moves. Hit your finisher.
Yeah, or the person that loses misses their finisher. Person that's gonna win hits their finisher. All right, next person. Next people come out.
Yeah. So yeah, we definitely bias for one sort of match over the other.
And also don't even ask for our predictions for who's gonna win. It honestly is up in the field for whoever's winning this year.
No clue. Well, Mexico's not in it.
All I can tell you is that it's probably not gonna be a national champion.
It's not gonna be a repeat. Máscara Dorada got knocked out.
Máscara Dorada's not. Yeah, Máscara Dorada's not winning. Templario's not winning. I don't know. If I had to throw out a random pick, maybe Averno or Ángel de Oro. I don't know.
How crazy would it be to flip one?
I wouldn't be against it. I just don't see it, honestly.
I mean, look, Tanahashi won it.
Yeah,
right?
But Tanahashi
Liger won it.
Yeah, but Liger is
Liger. Yeah. I'm over here talking about, these guys have won it. And also Flip is going to win it.
Flip Gordon, yeah.
I love Flip Gordon, dude. That's not even a knock on him. But yeah, that is very different level of guys. Golly. Let's see. Let me see if anybody else.
So yeah, I guess like I'm saying, to be safe, I'll just go with Averno or Ángel de Oro. Just my safe picks.
Wow. Dragón Rojo Jr. won it.
Oh yeah, don't even remind me of that.
Oh. Same year he lost his mask.
Yep.
So we'll see. We will see. Ultimo Guerrero's won it twice.
You have to pick one person. Who do you think is winning?
Out of everybody who's left,
Yep.
maybe Titan. Maybe Titan wins it.
Titan. Maybe Titan finally does it after 3 years of not winning it.
Look, third time's a charm. Look, it takes some of these guys forever to win a championship, right?
That's true.
They just have to keep trying. But I have no idea. I don't even want to guess yet. I would rather feel more comfortable once we know the finals.
Yeah. You know what? I guess I'm just throwing out like a crazy pick, like I said.
Yeah.
Averno or Ángel de Oro. I guess I would prefer to see Ángel de Oro win the Universal Championship, but we'll see.
Lock him in.
Yeah, Ángel de Oro. Why not?
The main event from this past Friday, it was good, but I think the qualifiers were better. I think those were the things you want to watch from that show.
Hey, but it was still a solid Guerreros match, though.
For sure. The thing is, when I say like, yeah, it was good, but the other ones were better, this is still like, I guess if you're rating it, it's still at least 3 stars. It's a CMLL Trios main event. Like, it's gonna hit. Like these are your top guys. The Coliseo show, I started watching after, I believe, which match was it? I locked in after Dragón Legendario and Crixus.
Yeah, I watched the women's match. The women's match was good.
The women's match was really good. That was awesome. I mean, like that might have been the best women's. Is it crazy to say? Yeah, is it crazy to say that might be the best women's CMLL women's match of the year so far?
Probably. No, it's not crazy. I believe it.
It was good. It was really good. Everybody looked awesome. La Jarochita hit that spear to the outside on Celxis.
Celxis, yeah.
Golly, I said, Jesus. It looked great. And then Perse hit that power bomb on Scotty, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It was good.
Good match. Yeah, good match. Good, cool win for Scotty as well.
Yes. I'm really happy for her. We were talking about her earlier. She's improved a lot since, over the last 2 years, I would say. Year and a half, maybe? Like.
Yeah, she's improved.
Very good. Very good, Scotty. Very, very good. Top praises over here. Everybody, I don't think anybody really looked bad. They were beating the hell out of La Catalina for whatever reason, and that was that double pin
elimination.
Yeah. When that happened, yeah, I was gonna say when that happened, I know you were like, yeah.
I popped. I'm like, hey, get Lluvia the fuck out of here.
Super Lluvia, bro. She's about to win again. Oh man. But that was awesome. The World Trios match. What did you think about that World Trios match?
I thought it was very good, but stupid decision. Galeon Fantasma should have won.
God, dude, it feels like we've been waiting on some form of these young Rudos to win something forever now. Like ever since like.
Stupid. It's so dumb, especially because I know they're just gonna give the titles to the Sky Team.
You think so?
Yes.
Oh man, look, Sky Team. These. Oh man, I don't know. I can't say if. Sky Team is obviously like higher up on the cards, but I can't say that Sky Team would be better than Galeon Fantasma because these guys are capable. They're very capable. And I'm like, anybody listening knows I'm a huge Místico guy, huge Máscara Dorada guy, fan of Neon. But Galeon Fantasma is really good. Like, these guys are very exciting.
Not only that, but it gives them more range because then we could also see, because Sky Team is way too high up the card, where if Galeon Fantasma won the titles, we could see like Galeon Fantasma versus like Las Bestias del Diablo, and that would be insane.
Yeah, you see a lot of people. I mean, Galeon Fantasma against like if you want to do Rudos y Rudos, Galeón Fantasma, Guerreros Laguneros.
Yeah,
Could you
Guerreros
imagine?
Laguneros. You have that match, Bestias del Diablo. Who else?
Cadetes del Espacio.
Yeah. Who else? You can just, I mean, you could even do like a Divinos Laguneros match too. Los Bárbaros.
Yeah. Oh my
There's a
God.
good amount. Yeah,
There's a
like
lot of good
amount
trios. Yeah.
Hell, maybe if you want to, maybe be nice for once, give give Los Atrapasueños a shot.
Yeah, I mean that would be another great match. There's like infinite combinations of just plug and play there,
Or hell, even if you want to do another Rudos match, get, I don't know, Kumura, Yutani, and I don't know, someone else to team up with them.
Yeah. Who would you put? I would maybe like
Probably
Cobarde.
like Hijo. I would put either him. I would put either Cobarde or like Hijo de Villano Tercero.
When Villano Tercero Jr. comes back, dude, I want to see a big push.
Yeah.
I want to see a push so
Dude,
big that we
World
get sick
Tag
of it.
Titles. Yeah.
I think
Tag titles.
Los Villanos as World Tag Champions would make my whole year. Like,
they need to. Whenever Villano Tercero Jr., they should. I think any other decision is dumb. Depredadores, no, just no.
Depredadores are good, but like they've had gold forever.
Yeah, we don't need to see them beat Los Hermanos Chavez. And I get it. Los Hermanos Chavez already beat, the defense record. Well, at least in defense record in one reign, but they still technically haven't won the overall defense record.
Yeah.
Because Los Guerreros del Infierno have defended the tag titles 30 times in their 3 reigns.
They should drop the tag titles to Los Villanos, and then later down the line they can pick them back up.
Yeah, exactly. Hermanos Chavez can lose them, or Villano. Just, I don't know. Villanos deserve the tag titles. Either Villanos or be nice to Blue Panther Jr. and Dark Panther for once.
Dude, give them something. Look, Dark Panther had some really good ROH matches. Some solid ROH matches. So he deserves a little something back at home, dude. He went out and he put on some good matches in damn ROH. So
he even got a title shot, man. What does the CMO give him?
I wonder what it is.
The Noche de Campeones feuds or the Noche de Campeones polls, and he's always the one with the lowest. He's always the one with the lowest votes.
God, they gotta push him. They gotta give him, something. Give my goat something, man.
No, man, I'll even take him winning an Occidente title at this point.
Times are tough. Times are so tough. Oh man. Well, things look good though. Things look good.
Oh yeah, there was that MLW show.
Yeah, I did not watch it actually. Weirdly enough, Mr. MLW.
I didn't watch it either. I heard that Mystico relinquished his middleweight title though.
Did he do that?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
No, my goat. Look, dude, nobody can beat him, so he has to relinquish the titles, dude. He's too good.
Hopefully, maybe they'll give it to another CML guy. No, who knows?
I wonder if, like, before he got hurt, maybe was he gonna lose it, or was he just gonna win and relinquish?
Who knows? Because he was facing Templario.
Yeah. Damn.
So it's possible.
We'll see. I don't know if he's gonna win the MLW. Like, what's the World Heavyweight Championship?
Yep. You don't even want to know who's holding that one right now.
I don't want to know. I'm pretty sure it's like Matt Riddle.
It is Matt Riddle.
Oh man, please no. Have Matt Riddle lose it to Ultimo Guerrero, and then Mystico can win it from Ultimo Guerrero. Matt Riddle's not even on the MLW CMLL show.
He's not. Oh shit! I don't even think we've talked about that.
I don't even think I mean, it came out of nowhere. Were you expecting that?
No.
I had no idea they were gonna do that. Which,
yeah,
I mean,
to be honest, if the MLW versus CML show is better than the CML/ROH versus the AEW versus AEW/ROH show versus CML, then we're gonna need to have some conversations.
We're going to yes. Yes, we will. We absolutely will. You are 110% right. Oh my god, if that show is better than the AEW ROH show, I don't know, man.
Goddamn Paul London versus Neon.
What in 1,000 years? I don't even think you could randomize that and get to that result. You know,
Nope.
Mizuko and Kushida will probably be good. Um,
Yeah.
last
There's
time
what?
I was gonna
There's
say
there's an Ultimo Guerrero title match too.
against I don't
I
know what
forgot
that
what
guy's
that
name
guy's
is. Yeah,
Matthew Justice, I think that's his name.
I think he's the guy who jumped
Something.
off. Like when I went to the MLW Chicago show, I think he jumped off like this balcony and just
Mhm.
crushed this dude through a table, and it was pretty awesome.
It might have been him then. Who knows?
We'll see. But
But
that's
yeah,
pretty crazy. As
that
we get closer to
MLW.
that, we'll talk about it more.
We'll talk about it closer. Yeah, the Coliseo main event was also alright. It was good.
You got anything outside CML you want to talk about before we wrap up?
Oh yeah. Oh, we're still covering CML. The best of the Super Junior lineup came out,
Oh, that's true. Who's getting
and
in?
who they didn't say who from CML is getting in. It's probably just gonna be Titan, but hey, well, they're trying to keep it a surprise, I guess. Um, I still don't believe in New Japan. I don't like New Japan. So they'll probably just do Titan or like Dorada probably. Um, I would personally like to see like Capitan Suicida or Futuro or Neon. I
Capitan
think
Suicida
they'd
would
be
be
cool.
awesome.
I think they would be cool. I think Valiente Jr. would be an awesome out of nowhere pick.
That would legitimately be out of nowhere.
Yeah, so who
Um,
knows?
I do kind of wish there was two CMLL guys. I'm not gonna lie.
Sorry, buddy. We got to make room for Nick Wayne.
Oh man.
But yeah, that's happening. Outside of CML, Lucha Memes is holding their Arena Puebla show soon.
Oh yeah, that looks
Uh,
good.
yeah. Actually, I'll just briefly go over some of the matches that include CML talent. I have the entire card here on Facebook. Let me pull it up. Uh, it looks good. Maybe show their potential. Just maybe. Um, the first match to feature CML talent, we have the opener. We have Gaius and Argus, aka known as Los Enigma Brothers, facing off against Mercurio and Aéreo. That match should be really fun. Then we have the next match we have Los Más Clásicos, Karma 1, Karma 2 y Magnético versus Guerrero Maya Jr., Rey Apocalipsis, and Siki Osama Jr. Then we have Flystar versus El Pequeño Maestro Virus. Then we have, I believe it's a Torneo Cibernético, which features only one CML guy, but it's kind of a stacked lineup. We have Neon being the one CML representative. Neon, Mike Caballero de Plata, Cachorro de Guerra, Lunatic Fly, and Lunatic Extreme versus Ryu, Macro, Astaroth, Ángel de Plata, Lince Extreme, and Shiryu. Then we have Mano a Mano, which kind of sounds crazy on paper. Demus versus Stigma. Um, then we have a very surprising match. We have Argenis, yeah, that Argenis versus Hechicero. Then we have this might be the best match on the show. We have a lucha de mano a mano de otro nivel, Rey Espartano versus Último Guerrero,
Yeah.
and then a dream match at the main event, Shelwa versus Negro Navarro. Insane, yeah.
Dude, the card looks really good, honestly. And this is
Yeah,
IWTV, right?
yeah, IWTV. It's gonna be up on IWTV. And dude, let me tell you, Shelwa, let's get back on that. Let's just get back on that constant. Lucha Memes giving Shelwa a bunch of dream matches. Let's get back on that trend that we started last year. Do it.
Let's go. Let's go. That is pretty neat. They're running Arena Puebla.
It is.
Very, very good.
Very, yeah.
Awesome stuff. I'll definitely have
Yeah.
to check that one out when it. What day is that?
Next Saturday.
I'm gonna have to check that
Next
out.
Saturday, but it'll probably be dropped like a week later or a few
Yeah.
days after.
Awesome. Good weeks. Good weeks coming up. We're in a good time of the year. You know, a little bit of time, I guess, before the next major CMLL show. But
Yeah.
a lot of the fun is in between as well. So,
Yep.
I don't think I have anything else.
Me neither. Oh, besides the Tuesday lineup, I can quickly run down that.
Yeah. What stands out to you?
Star Junior versus Angel de Oro. Star Junior has been picking up, has become pretty good, so I'm kind of excited for that.
He unlocked his potential. He went to MLW enough times and it changed him.
That one and the opener, with the Summit Torneo de Escuela guys, Galáctico Dragón and Samurai Azteca versus Poseidon and Troyano. That one sounds pretty good.
Very nice.
That, and then the main event could go either or. We have Volador Jr., Esfinge Templario versus Averno Titan and El Valiente.
Oof. You go to Esfinge Valiente, bro.
God, I hate that feud so much.
We can go ahead and wrap that feud up pretty soon because it's gone long enough, and we just need to either get the resolution or not. You know.
Very much, yeah.
So, we'll see. We'll see. I'm sure next Friday we'll have a pretty solid show as well. And our next episode, Soups will come back.
We'll be back. Yeah.
If you're listening, we appreciate you. We miss you, and we'll be happy to have you back on this next year episode.
Yep.
Oh, I also do want to quickly plug File Under Fire again. I did an episode with them last week, and we talked for a long time. I mean, that episode went longer than like I think any episode we've ever done. It was like 2 hours and something. Talked about a lot of matches, and I actually recommended you for one of the next guests, or maybe the next time they do a Lucha episode.
Maybe
they need to get you on, or then get all three of us on. Maybe.
Maybe we'll see.
They put out some awesome matches. We talked about that, and I just wanted to give them a quick little plug there. If you haven't checked that out, that is File Under Fire. Definitely some fun conversations going on that podcast. A lot of matches that they talk about, you know, it's to their tastes, but we share some tastes. Definitely this podcast and that one shares some tastes, especially with Lucha Libre, because all three of the hosts on that show very much enjoy all of this. So awesome stuff. Anyways, if we don't have anything else, though, I think this is a good time of any to wrap it up. And
Aficionado of the Week.
Wait, you got it last time, right?
Oh yeah.
Let me do it. I'm choosing Aficionado of the Week. All right, Aficionado of the Week for this week. I'm picking it. Yeah, I'm just going. I'm saying Aficionado of the Week for this week is going to be, you know what? Aficionado of the Week for this week is they go by Bear. They're Aficionado of the Week for the sole reason of posting these unbelievably high quality rips of VHS rips of UWF shows.
Exactly.
The best quality I think I've ever seen these shows in. Just beautiful, beautiful shows, beautiful Lucha Libre, incredible. And it's like 3 or 4 tapes that they've uploaded, and huge fan of that. Oh my God, the joy that has been brought to me from these shows, from being able to watch it, because I've seen UWF, but it's always like in much lower quality, like 360, 240p, which there's nothing wrong with that. I love watching Lucha Libre like that, but these that are getting uploaded are the highest quality I've ever seen, and it's just awesome. Great stuff. So again, Bear, you are the Club Lucha Aficionado of the Week. Thank you again so much. Oh my goodness. Anyways, with that being sorted, thank you all again for listening. Until next time, we'll catch you later.
Peace.